Hi Talk family, and welcome back to another episode of Talk to Talk with me, Desh, Pillay, Bechan. Today we're catching up with a familiar face, well, a familiar face to me, Frances Lewis Williams, and she's the sales manager for Jetour and Mahindra, Johannesburg, South Africa, which is part of the IPOP group.
That's it.
So Frances and I actually go a long way back. She's never been part of the Motoring Woman of the Year Awards program, yet she has been an amazing support structure for me and for our movement, always ready to offer advice on this platform. One of my first guests on the platform, and I'm very happy and very proud to say that finally someone beside myself have nominated Frances, and she will be receiving an award this year. An award of recognition for all of the women empowerment activities and support that she has given to our platform. So thank you so much for that, Frances.
Thank you.
A little bit more about Frances. I can tell you that she is the definition of a passionate leader, someone who sees opportunity in adversity and understands that failure is simply part of the journey to success. And trust me, I have been there through a lot of Frances's situations and her challenges, even medically, and she always finds that light at the end of the tunnel. She embraces challenges with confidence, knowing they contribute to her personal and to her professional growth, as well as her team's. So, driven by positive energy, Frances thrives in the company of like-minded individuals and values the power of collaborative relationships, especially those she shares with her team. So, she's even brought a team member who is freezing out in the cold, and she's just enjoying herself there. But that's the relationship that Frances has with her team. This is one of your sales executives, right?
100%, yes.
And she's just here to give her moral support. And they've been together, working together since 2018, so 6 years. And I mean, it takes a lot for two women to love and to embrace and to also uplift each other when you're working so closely together.
Absolutely.
So please join me in welcoming Frances, and this is proudly brought to you by MFC and Seriti Solutions. Hello, Frances.
Hi, Desh.
I know I've talked to you throughout the introduction, and that's because we spoke for 40 minutes prior to this, and then I had to we were reminded that we are actually here not for a catch-up session in terms of our personal lives, but we are here to shoot.
We'll get to that.
But yeah, Frances, thank you so much. Thank you for supporting me. I see you. I mean, we don't see each other, but I know that you are one of the people, and you just proved it, that reads every one of my posts, even if it's an entire essay or even a book in one little post. You read it, and I appreciate it. I really do.
Oh, it's a pleasure. It's such a insightful journey to experience that, even if it's on a social media platform, just to be part of someone else's life and see it through their eyes.
Thank you so much. Now tell me, so basically you are living vicariously through my life. You're following me everywhere. Thank you very much. I love that. I love taking my followers, even if it's 5 people on a journey that I'm going to.
It's an honor and a pleasure.
Wow. Frances, tell our viewers, because when you came 4 years ago to the studio when I just launched, we had 10,000 followers, and now across all our platforms we have over 100,000.
Super exciting.
So there's a lot of people that don't know Frances, and I have a lot of women that want to join the trade because they've come across this platform. So let's first tell our viewers more about yourself.
Awesome.
Okay.
So my name is Frances Lewis Williams, and currently I am this new vehicle sales manager at Mahindra and Jetour, Johannesburg South. I was blessed enough to rejoin the IPOP family on the 1st of October last year. And they truly are a family. You know, when the opportunity came, it wasn't a hard decision. It literally took me a couple of minutes, and I knew that was where I had to be.
Yeah.
So I look after Jetour and Mahindra. And it's such an exciting journey, you know, coming from a brand that I worked for 7 years.
Yes.
walking into a new brand and the excitement and the nervousness and the anxiety, and now it's just blessings and growth and all the rest of it.
They're beautiful brands, both of them, and
stunning.
Yeah, no, I love them, and I'm getting a Mahindra now from you,
Yes,
which I'm going to
leaving a
test
Mahindra
drive.
with you.
Yeah, so that's exciting. So, in terms of your opinion about and now I already know this, okay, but you are so passionate about what we do, and why?
Female empowerment, yes. So I just feel that the motor industry is my home. We always say that the diesel runs in our veins. We don't have blood anymore, it's just diesel now. So you actually asked me the question yesterday, are you still in the motor trade? I said, yes. How do you leave the motor trade? It's really just not something that's ever come across my road. And because I love this industry so much, and it's got so much to offer, and it's forever enriching other people's lives, that excitement of buying your first car and being part of that journey, giving women the opportunity to take part in it, because we have a different level of doing things. We do things with empathy and compassion, and when you add that into a physical financial purchase, it makes such a big difference. It's just a different experience.
Oh. And in terms of the Motoring Woman of the Year Awards, I mean, you have seen it through my platform. This is the first year you're going to be a part of it, even though you've been part of my life for almost 5 years. How does it feel to finally be a part of it?
I want to jump up and down like a little girl, just be like, yay, I got it, I'm in there. I'm super excited and I'm so honored and blessed to have the opportunity to take part in this.
Okay, so in terms, let's step back into your role as a sales manager. What do you do as a sales manager, and what would you advise our future females that are watching, that are anticipating to one day be a sales manager or even a sales executive? What advice can you give them? But let's do the first part of the question. Okay, what is your role?
So what don't we do is the answer. Being a sales manager is very much like being a mother. So it's a little bit of everything, but your main responsibilities, my main responsibilities include first and foremost to look after my team and to make sure that they have the support and the structure so that they can reach the successes and the highs that they deserve to receive. So a sales manager deals with an OEM directly, and an OEM is basically the brand, so whether it be Mahindra or Jetour, that's an OEM. So we deal with them directly. We do the sourcing of vehicles, the managing of stock, making sure that compliance is met towards what the requirements are from the OEM. We look after advertising, marketing. There's quite a few things that
so I could become a sales manager. You do basically what I'm doing.
Absolutely.
I do it for 28 brands.
Yes, well, that is a challenge. I've got 2 at the moment, so it's fun, it's great, but it's hard work, you know. And the most important thing for me at the end of the day is to see the growth that my team experience in this journey, because at the end of the day they all have families that they look after. So yes, I need to look after mine, but I'm looking after theirs as well.
Absolutely, because I mean, it filters down. Whatever they're going to experience at work, to some extent they will carry it back home. And then we don't want a bunch of kids going to school upset because Francis screamed at their mom or dad. So thank you for being
not that violent.
So Francis, through everything, who's been like your greatest inspiration and why?
Yes, I know we had this question last time, and it's always such a hard question for me because there's so many people to choose from, you know. But if I can choose a couple that have stood out in my career, I'm always going to go back to Mr. May Benjamin, you know.
Oh my God, I was waiting. I did not want to ask, because when you said I'm back with iPop, I was thinking, is it because of Mayor Benjamin? And I said, no, let me not ask the question, because I mean, I absolutely adore him.
Yeah, isn't he just? So he's such an inspiration. He's such a vested part of the motor industry, and he can still teach me things. You know, when I just got back, I said to him, you need to still teach me about used cars. Remember, you promised you're going to. And Mayer's just, he's such a unique person. He's such a strong individual. He's an excellent leader. And then my other director as well, Mark van der Walt. I mean, Mark and myself have journeyed, and he's just such an inspiration. He's always supportive. He goes out of his way. And I mean, Mark has got a history behind him in the motor trade and accolades, and he's just such an a true gentleman through and through. And I actually have a new director now, Mr. Charlie Diamond.
Okay.
And I can tell you that Charlie is a feast, hey? It's such an honor to work with him. He's an absolute marketing guru. He understands things about things that I didn't know existed. And he teaches me about these things, and it's super exciting. On the female front, Daphne Greiling, always going to be someone that I look
so
up
she was
to.
one of our, also been on our platform. So funny, like full circle, because when I met Alain Lewis, Daphne's son Avi Greiling was working for him, and they would give me the Mazdas to drive when 100%. No one would give me cars to drive. This is 10 years ago.
Just shows
and
you,
then many years later, which was last year, Daphne won the award.
I love that.
She won an award.
It,
and she's been issuing the cars to Avi to give it to me to drive.
But that's the way it should be.
Yes, and then last year we came full circle, and that's what's happening with us again. So it's just amazing. Okay,
yeah,
so
she's such an inspiration.
Okay, so we have to tag Daphne Greiling in this
that's
one.
a strong woman, doesn't take no nonsense, but that's the way we should do it, you know, and doesn't lose her empathy or compassion in that process.
Absolutely. And anyone else in family?
It's always going to be my dad, hey? It's always going to be my dad. I mean, I'm a daddy's girl. It's just the way it is. My dad came from the industry. And I mean, moms also deserve a mention in this process. You know, like moms are just, they're so strong. They're so strong.
They are. They're resilient.
They're so strong.
I think I get my resilience from my mom. I must admit that.
Absolutely. I think they just they breed us as warriors.
Frances, what advice would you give to young women that actually want to join the trade?
Okay, so don't stand back. Don't think you are worth less. Always follow your gut and persevere. And make sure that if you've set your heart on something, push through. And just make it happen. And there's only going to be so many no's before you get a yes.
Right. I want to see if we have a little bit more time. Yes, we do. I want to ask you, I view you as such an amazing mom. I don't know if you're willing to talk about it, but you have an autistic son.
Yes, I do.
Is it okay if we talk about it?
Yeah,
because
absolutely,
we can
no problem.
Now.
No problem. Let's touch on it.
Okay, I would like to, I had a guest 2 weeks ago. She's the legal representative for Bike South Africa. We met in PE, Crystal Naika, and she has an autistic son.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, and my son is a borderline ADHD, and there's so much of these coming to the forefront.
Yes, the spectrum babies.
I read a post last night. A lady said that she can't actually take a child somewhere because he's got his autistic behavior or the side effects of autism 100%. Is disruptive. What advice can you give to women like that?
So that's always a hard one, because you're always going to end up feeling that other people are judging your child, having a special needs child, because some of them look different, they behave different, they speak different, some of them are non-verbal. So we are very blessed with our son, but he is verbal. He wasn't verbal until the age of 3. So therapy and a lot of support, and he has an amazing occupational therapist and speech therapist.
Does it help?
It's made a huge difference. Yes, not just for for him becoming verbal, but they work on their self-confidence as well, how to hold a pencil, how to have a conversation. So what we were taught through this process is that speech therapy is sharing. Speaking is sharing. Because in a conversation, I need to give you a turn after I've said something, and then you give me a turn again. So it starts with sharing, and it's quite a beautiful process when you go through it. So we're very blessed.
So I need to go to a speech therapist.
No, why?
So I can share. Apparently I talk a lot, so.
But we like you that way. We want to hear the talking.
Thank you.
So with them, it's more just about supporting them, but not forgetting that you also need that support in that process. Because it's hard. It's not easy, and humans are cruel.
How do you balance it?
It's hard, but we make it happen. So with him, He's extremely lovable. So he went the other side. You know, you get autistic children that aren't and that don't want to be touched and don't want affection. He's the complete opposite. He wants affection the entire time. He's big, he's strong. He runs me over when I get home and I arrive. He literally runs my window.
How old is he?
He is 8. He's turned 8 in February. So it's all just about...
What date in February?
On the 17th of February.
I was supposed to be born on that day.
And then you were on the
8th of Feb.
My mom's the 5th. Mom's the 5th.
Oh,
well, the Aquarians in my life.
My mom's the 6th.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Ross, I mean, it's so absolutely amazing that you discussed autism with me, being a full-time, you know, worker and mom and everything, and single mom. And yeah, you're balancing everything so perfectly well, and you really are an inspiration. Thank you so very much.
Thanks,
really
Desh.
appreciate you coming here. I know it's a busy time. It's no more month-end at dealerships that it's a busy time. Now it's throughout the month. I'm not even sure anymore when to invite.
Which is such a blessing. It's such a blessing. Like, may it rain. May it rain business and clients to all of us. Because
don't hail though.
That's please don't hail. We can't deal. The insurance gets very upset with us when it hails.
Thank you so much. But before we go, we're going to play a little game of 30 seconds. Not that we were not having fun, but apparently some of my conversations are so stiff, we need to bring some fun into it. But you and I have fun anyway, but we're going to play 30 seconds. I'm going to go first, okay?
Okay, cool.
So it has a cartoon, cat and mouse. Yeah.
Tom and Jerry.
Yes, that's right. Okay. It's a supplement. And it is... Oh my God. When something is really big, you say it is?
Mega.
Right.
Omega.
Omega. What's Omega?
Omega's one of there's different ones, isn't there? You get Omega this and Omega that.
All right. Okay. So then, in New York, there's the hub, where all of the financial stock exchange and stuff happens.
Wall Street.
That's right. Okay. In our day, back in our day, we're the same generation. There was this thing that we would look forward to watching every Thursday night with Scully.
Ooh, X-Files.
Yes,
has to be Mulder and Scully.
Mulder and Scully. My God, wasn't that guy handsome?
No, I know, right for you.
I don't know who this guy is, but it's a fun take, and I'm gonna skip that one. Okay, not the Xbox.
A PlayStation.
Right, there we go. Okay.
Oh, my kids are gonna not like that.
There's twins, not Tia and Tamara, back in our day again.
Also a TV show.
It's a TV show, Full House. They're blonde twins. One of the
Olsen,
girls.
So one of them.
One of them.
It was Ashley Olsen and Mary Kate.
Mary Kate, that's right. Okay, and then I don't know how to describe the rest. Oh my gosh. Okay, the asterisks on your laptop. Okay, it's a series.
Star?
Right, Star.
Yes.
Okay, that's a star. It's a series I'm talking about. So back in the day, we had the people that were, you know,
Star Wars. No, Star Wars.
No, not
movies.
Star Wars. When you're walking, the what?
Star Trek. Well done. It was amazing.
I love people that understands that my IQ is not up to par with my EQ.
Your explanations were pretty good. Love them. Okay, Martin.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Oh gosh, I hope so. You're intelligent. We all
okay.
know that. You know, I know that you're book smart, so I'm scared. Let's go.
I need to get to the books though. Okay, so this is a superhero, and they're a Gotham City. Where they put the light up in the air to call him. You get those little mammals that are only awake at night time and hang upside down when they sleep with their wings covering their body.
No, a mammal is an owl.
No, it's actually, it shouldn't be a mammal, but it is a mammal. It's a flying mammal. I think it's the only flying mammal in the world.
Oh my God.
Okay, so not the Flash. He's also a DC superhero. Gotham City, the Joker. Okay. We're gonna move on.
Give me what's the answer?
Batman.
Oh my God! Oh God! Okay. Oh my God! My kids are gonna kill me. Okay. Anyway, let's go on.
I know my kids are gonna kill me for PlayStation. Okay, so this is the New Zealand rugby team. What is their nickname? It's also a fruit. It's green on the inside, brown on the outside, like
The
a
All
hairy...
Blacks, right?
Yes, but their other nickname.
Oh, green
It's a
fruit.
fruit.
Kiwis.
Yes.
Okay, right.
I don't know how to explain that one, so we're just going to give it a
Okay.
fast skip. Ooh, this is you, but not a princess. Not a princess. What do you do?
I dance.
Yes.
Okay.
ABBA song.
Princess Queen. Dancing Queen.
Yes, you got it. Look at you go. And this is a tennis player, but neither of us can pronounce any of those.
Matadinga or something. I don't. Okay.
It's going to be one of those Steffi Graf type.
Matinova.
Okay, this one is a cool one. It's a wax museum. You actually went to one in America, which is the original one in Hollywood, I think, or in Vegas.
Vegas.
So she makes
The Wax Museum in Vegas. I know I stood next to
Monsieur?
Vin Diesel.
I know, right? I even saw Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
It was amazing. So Monsieur, what is the female version of the?
Madame
Yes.
Tussauds. Yeah, that's
there
where
you go. You got it. Ooh, I don't know if you're going to know this one, but let's try.
Okay.
So when we're going to do a little bit of politics, which is usually very, very dangerous.
Okay.
He was the leader of the DA before, or the NA.
Have no idea.
Do you remember that comedian Schuster? What was his name?
Leon.
Okay, so that's the guy's surname.
Leon, something
and
Leon.
the end of your foot has what? What are these?
Toe.
Yeah, and this is it. Got it! You got it! I knew you could do it.
You're so good.
I know. I do this for like fun.
I love this. We need to have
I
a
can't believe you
session
got
on
it.
our
You're
art.
amazing. Well done. Super
I
proud
love
of
the
you.
toe and the knee.
Gotta do it.
Yeah, you can see me
Short
friends.
chin.
Okay.
And then this is a movie, Will Smith, aliens, big guns, suits. It's this color.
Black men in black.
Yes.
Men in black.
The Islamic Bible.
Quran.
There we go.
I love on the street Quran, by the way.
There we go. And then the very last one is a channel, one of the SABCs, but not one of them. There's a fifth channel, so it was SABC 1, 2, and 3, and then there was another channel.
E.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
ETV.
when I update you about what's happening in the world, what am I giving you?
News. E-News.
There we go. That was legend.
Okay. Remember the last time we could not high five because it was COVID when you came?
Yes, we weren't allowed to touch each other. Social
Things have
distancing.
changed. Social,
Thank
lots have
goodness.
changed. Imagine.
No,
4
we
years.
need that physical touch. A hug
absolutely.
every now and then is the best thing in the world.
But Francis, again, I love you so much. I'll always love you. I know this is a friendship for life, and we've got each other's back, and that's what I love about my people and my circle. I'll never be alone. So thank you for
100%.
making me feel that way.
Thank you for having me. It was beautiful.
You're welcome, and thank you so much, our wonderful guest. We are so thankful for your viewing and for your engaging with our content by watching, commenting, and sharing our interviews, all our non-profit initiatives, including the Motoring Woman of the Year Awards, powered by MFC, Evo, by Nedbank, and Talk to Talk Studios, supported by Seriti Solutions, focus on honoring and celebrating the women in the South African motoring industry, women just like Francis. So we are so glad that you are with us and that you continue to follow us, and that our viewership and our views, as well as our numbers, have grown from 10,000, as I spoke about earlier on, to over 100,000. So thank you so much. If you're looking for a car, please visit www.evo.auto.africa. So ladies, I just want to leave you with this. In order to be successful, even when it comes to purchasing a vehicle, it's important to be willing to learn, and remember, knowledge is in fact power. So we have amazing sales managers like Francis that have moved up the ranks and should be able to talk and help with these. And I'm going to have her number, so if you're looking to buy a car, you can always contact Francis. And these are the type of women that I have in my network that will help you and that will teach you before. I know it's a very, very daunting task and you know, to go and purchase a vehicle, but there's women that will guide you through it. So being open to new ideas as well and moving with the ever-changing times is beneficial as you as a buyer or a supplier. So remember, ladies, that the only consistent in life is change, trying new methods in your career and making an active effort to embrace the opportunities made available to you creates more growth and elevation to reach your goals more efficiently. And the reason I'm saying that right now is because of Frances and because of her journey in the motoring trade, embracing change, going with the flow, not afraid to take risks, and continuously knowing that that uncomfortable feeling means that you are growing. So
100%.
On that note, I would like to remind you that the question should never be who's going to let me. It should always be who's going to stop me.